So if you're new to music production and you don't know a ton of music theory, one thing that can be very helpful is ghost notes. I'm going to show you how to create ghost notes really simply and easily inside of Logic Pro. This is where you actually see in the piano roll all the different notes that are in your scale, so you can quickly and easily know what notes are going to sound good and what notes are not going to sound good. The only problem is here in Logic Pro, there is no technical way to do ghost notes. So I'll show you 3 different workarounds so you're not really going to miss them in the fact that this feature isn't really here, although that would be nice, Apple, if you added that. So here we are in Logic Pro. And one thing we're going to do is just grab this little arrow here and just extend our range here 4 bars, just because we want to be able to start on the 1, and we're going to create our ghost notes over here that we're going to drag all the way across. And so what we're going to do is create a MIDI region. I'm writing a song on the key of F major right now, so I'm going to do all the notes in the key of F major. So what we do is we come into here and we go down to like the lowest possible notes we'd be playing in this scale. Let's grab our pencil tool and we're just going to draw in all the notes in this scale. So you can look this up to know what are the notes ahead of time. And there we go. And I'm just going to turn the velocity way down, so this is kind of a color that we're not really going to see. And then we just want to copy all these up an octave. And we're just going to keep doing this all the way up the scale until we kind of get to the top of the range that we would be writing music in. That's pretty good. And actually we don't need all these, this entire range. We can just go like so. And then we can just hit L on this and it's going to loop it all the way across. So now, right, if we're going to create our chord progression here, 4 bars, what we can do is highlight both of these and then click on the bottom one. And now we're going to see kind of grayed out or ghosted out all the notes in our scale. So now we can know what notes are going to sound good. Hey, real quick, I just want to give a shout out to this video's sponsor, which is Lander. And I've absolutely been loving their studio plan, which has been a game changer for me and my workflow. If you're making music and you want an easier way to handle mastering, distributions, where you get all your plugins, where you get all your samples and collaboration all in one place, and you get access to the absolute best music distributor on the market, which gives you unlimited uploads to over 150 platforms. You keep 100% of your royalties and there's no hidden fees like you have with DistroKid and some of these other music distributors. So if you want to spend less time dealing with technical stuff and actually save money by having just one subscription for all of your music creation, mixing, mastering, and distribution needs, then definitely check out Lander Studio, and you can get 20% off when you use my link in the description below. So definitely check that out. Now let's get back to the video. So that's one way to use ghost notes. Another simple thing you can do is pay attention to the scale quantize feature here in the piano roll. So let me say I was writing chords in the key of C. Let's just say I'm doing C, G, A minor, F. And let's say I don't even have the ghost notes on. So it's just something like this. Let's say I had a note off like that. One thing we can do is we can grab all of our chords. We want to select our scale. So we're using major and we are using F. And then we can just hit the Q, or kind of already did it. It's quantized it. So now this note was moved correctly. And we can turn snap to scale. Watch what happens when we do that. Select everything, quantize. Boom, moves it. But now also, if I wanted to write new notes, see, it doesn't let me put a note here. I can do here. I can't do B. It automatically pops up. So when you have snap to scale, you can does not allow you to write any notes that are not in that scale. So that's kind of another easy tool. And one final thing I like to use, right, if you don't have the scales memorized, is just use this transposer tool. You can pull it up on any MIDI track. If you're using an audio track, you can use the pitch correction tool, like so. And then you just turn these off, right, because you don't want them actually doing anything. And then you select your scale. So we're doing F, F major, and we're not doing chromatic, we're doing the major scale. So now you see, just like that, all the notes that are in your scale, so you can have that up while you are writing or performing, and you know all of the notes that are going to be in that track. So that's ghost notes. Now, if you want help writing amazing chords inside of Logic Pro, then check out my video on the screen right now, where I break down some really simple ninja hacks you can use, even if you don't know music theory, to write amazing chord progressions. See you over there.